a salesperson.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is I'm helping my client either save money or make money through a real estate transaction.
One or the other.
One or the other.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to use social media, I'm focused a little bit more, on LinkedIn as opposed to Instagram.
Okay.
I do think it could be beneficial in the sense that it gives you exposure to other markets, because you never know where your next client is going to come from.
Exactly.
Because there are a lot of young people walking around with $15 million or more in their pocket.
Yeah, the times change.
And real estate is one of those products that could be sold to anybody.
Yeah.
So you can't really discount the fact that Instagram has a huge audience. So I think you could use Instagram and Facebook for real estate, but it has to be targeted, and you have to understand why and who you're posting for.
You gotta identify your target.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you know what to play into. All right, so that I guess that would lead me to ask, where do you see your brand? You know, like your real estate business. Like, where do you see that headed to?
So
like what do your ceiling look like, or what do your next 5 to 10, let's say 3 to 5 years? What do your next 3 to 5 years look like?
So right now, what I'm actually doing, I'm trying to focus in Harlem.
Okay.
I have a team that I'm working with there, and our goal, one, is to try and keep as much of old Harlem intact as possible, and to aid the people that live there. You know, because Lower Manhattan is saturated. So now developers are slowly moving up, and Harlem's really the last neighborhood that's still intact. There's a lot of history, especially African American history in Harlem, and Hispanic culture in East Harlem. So one thing we notice is that of any other neighborhood in New York, Harlem's like the most tight, you know?
Yeah.
So the main goal is to get into Harlem, help the people, one, learn how to not be taken advantage of, and two, make a profit off the property that they own, since it is of value.
Okay.
You know, so if they're gonna sell their property, make sure that they're getting what it's worth.
They're not getting robbed.
Yeah. And if you are looking to purchase in Harlem, make sure that we're connecting those developers with the city councilmen, with the community leaders, so that they don't you know, push them out. You know, keep them in the loop with the new development, because it's important that they have a voice and have a say in what's going on with their community.
Yeah, and that's definitely the main thing. Like, we gotta make sure that we have a voice, because if you don't speak up for yourself, it's gonna be some people in there
Talking for you.
They're gonna be talking for you, and they're gonna be talking about you, and you're gonna be the topic, you know what I mean, and you're gonna be the target. And whether it's physically or, you know, financially, you're gonna be considered as being in the way. And when somebody or something is in the way, their job is to get them out of the way. And, you know, whatever comes with being pushed out of the way, you know, that's what comes with being pushed out of the way. And I think that's our main thing that we're trying to avoid as a people, you know, as a minority, and as the black community itself. Like, we've been, you know, like we've been advancing, we've been making great strides, but it's been a lot of great individual strides. You know, like we haven't really made a good, strong push since, I believe it was like Black Wall Street. You know, and you know, we all know how that ended with them. Like, that was the only, what was that? The only city in America to get bombed by the government. So you know, that plays a part because we've seen what it looked like to have our own community. You know, I believe they used to call it Baby Africa. You know, they had everything was black owned, and all the money circulated, you know, several times before it left that community, and that should always be our main goal. Like, if you're doing one thing, I'm doing another, this person doing another, this person doing another. We should always be looking for ways to work with each other and spend money with each other to keep it circulating. Because I don't really care how many T-shirts I sold or whatever I did. I never had nobody outside of my community come spend money with me. But every time anything I need, I instantly go out and put my money in somebody else's hand. Whether I'm going to the corner store, the liquor store, the clothing store, this, that, and the third, I'm always spending money with people other than my own people. And like we said in the beginning, the money talks. That's what's hurting us, because we got means and we got know-how, but we just not putting it together. And
you're not putting it in the right places.
Yeah, we're not putting it in the right places, man. And so, you know, if anybody that's watching this, they in the New York area or they know anybody in the New York area who's looking for, you know, some real estate property, you know, we got what's your information that you'd like to give out so people could reach out and, you know, contact you?
Yeah, definitely. You can find me at lgfairmont.com under the agent tab, Idrees Dukes. Okay. My office is at 225 Broadway, New York City, New York.
All right, so thank you for stopping by.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And thank you for tuning in. And that's it.